Okay, today I'm going to be looking at the Opus clip, and I'm looking at the differences between their new feature ClipAnything and their typical feature, which is the ClipBasic. So Opus Clip just released some new features, and one of those is their ClipAnything beta. And typically, Opus Clip is for podcast that you can chop up and turn into shorts or reels or whatever, and you're able to turn those videos into kind of trailers for your podcast. So now they're transitioning, and now they're going to more sporting event stuff and things like that. Get a clip of like all the slam dunks, all the field goals, all the things, and you can compile things into like a highlights reel sort of thing. But there is some more features in there, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. I'm on the dashboard of the Opus clip, so once you sign in, you just go to your dashboard, and then you can paste your link. I'm going to start off with a YouTube video, and this is one of Jordan Peterson and John Deloney. So this is a podcast. It's a shorter podcast. It's not a full length, so it's been chopped up a little bit already. And I'm going to go through and click on some things. So typically, with every single time you use Opus Clip, you're going to be using these credits, and these credits are typically based on the amount of time that it's going through. So this is a 15-minute clip, so it's going to use 15 credits. And you can go through here and say, okay, I'm going to skip the intro, skip the outro, save a credit or two, and that can add up, and it's good to have. Also, you can add keywords on the ClipBasic, things like that, mental health, psychology, wants and needs, whatever it is, and you can have that in there. Also, you can click your genre. So this is a podcast, and then you can do your clip length. I usually do less than 30 seconds. And then the don't clip is a completely different thing, so we're going to move past that. And then with the ClipAnything, and then you just click get clips, and you have your different presets down here. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one right here. Done that one. And then you have your speech language, all the things, and then you can click get clips. So I'm not going to use my credits just because I've already done this once and I have some more that are already finished. And then we're going to go to the ClipAnything. So the ClipAnything pulls over the same link, same features, all the things, but then you move down a little bit and there is some interesting things. So it looks like it does pull over your stuff from the other one. You can do 30 seconds to 59 seconds. Sometimes it will go over a minute, and then you can't even use that clip unless you cut it up. So if you're really scrounging on credits, then I wouldn't really recommend that one. So yeah. And then also, this just changed, but since it's in beta, typically they're going to use less credits. So I'm not exactly sure. It looked like it was going to use, okay, so they changed it very, very recently. And it's going to be about the same amount of credits. And then you're going to be able to choose podcast. And then since we're doing a podcast, this is down here is going to be not as applicable, but I'm not going to really use any of these specific moments that you're trying to include, unless you really are. Maybe it's a certain topic. But for the podcast, you're not really going to be doing that as much. You have your section that you have down here, and then you click get clips. Okay, so once those get finished up, they're going to come to this area right here in your home and on your projects. Typically, the beta is taking a little bit longer. I'm not exactly sure why, but it is. So this is the ClipBasic one, and this one is the ClipAnything one. It says ClipAnything. So I'm going to check out the ClipBasic real quick and run into this. So I've already gone through these, and I found a couple that I like. And there's a couple of pros and cons to this. So the first pro is that it reframes videos pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and play this one right here.
And that's a precondition for therapeutic transformation, because in order for you to improve, you have to identify the problem, the dragon, and you have to be willing to face it voluntarily. And so you say to yourself, I'm going to do what I can to develop the courage.
Okay, so that's a pretty good one. The score is not that high. The one that has the best score, I didn't think was all that great. This one was another good one down here.
They fill it with so much stuff, and nobody can answer that question. What do you want? Because we just don't have a culture that has a shared vision of where we're headed. We have a culture of
Okay, so that's another one. I thought that one was pretty good too. And you'll notice that these throughout the video, they reframe it very well. Um, this one as well. And that's I can't always say that for the ClipAnything style. So yeah, so I thought these were pretty good. I would say overall though, the ClipAnything ones have a little bit better choice when it comes to the message and things like that. So the first couple I didn't really like that much. I did like this one quite a bit, and I'll go ahead and play it for you, but you'll see what I'm talking about with the reframing.
And so often people feel disquiet because now they don't know what to do, and they miss that rush because they're no longer pursuing something. And so it's very important to know that
This is where the
positive
framing
emotion
kinda
is
comes in. It
experienced
seems
in
a little
relationship
weird.
to a valued goal. And then the question becomes, well, what's the most valuable goal to pursue? And that's really a metaphysical and a theological question. And so often,
Okay, so pretty good. There was another one down here that I liked. We don't need to go through it, but the framing was a lot better on that one. So you just kind of got to play around. It's clearly still in beta, so keep checking in on it, I would say. And I would, if you're trying to do things beyond podcast videos, I'm going to do some videos on that, kind of breaking what you really can do with those, and seeing like how good that actually is. So like if you're watching NASCAR or something, like compile all the crashes or something like that. It's going to be a cool side of things. So if you don't have Opus, which I'm assuming you already do, but if you don't, you can definitely sign up for a free trial and get some free videos for your podcast or whatever and see if you like it. And if you don't, you can always cancel it. Definitely cancel it before they start charging you. But it's definitely a good thing to try if you're interested. And I think the beta thing, the beta ClipAnything is moving in the right direction, and I'd like to see where it goes some more. I think that it has real potential, and I want it to do a lot more, and I just need to play around with it some more. But the podcast, and you can even go into settings and, you know, check mark a bunch of stuff, and then you can add prompts. And if you don't know how to do the prompts, then there's
ClipAnything
videos on how to
is
do
the
the
first
prompts,
AI tool
and there's all kinds of things. So there's a lot more to dive into here. And if you're interested in those, make sure you subscribe, and I'll have some more videos about that in the future. So until then, thanks for watching and have a great day.